The greatest and wealthiest men in ancient Rome had a very strict rule about what they shared with the public. Seneca was a billionaire by modern standards, yet he deliberately kept 3 specific parts of his life completely hidden from his enemies and his friends. He knew that revealing these 3 things would instantly destroy his power and his peace of mind. Most people today broadcast these exact same things on the internet and wonder why they feel so weak and miserable. I am going to reveal these 3 hidden secrets to you today. But first, you must understand the dangerous psychology of why we feel the desperate need to overshare in the first place. We live in a world that survives on constant noise and constant attention. Modern psychology often tells you to let it all out and speak your truth to the universe. Society tells you that hiding your thoughts makes you inauthentic. This is a massive, dangerous lie. The ancient philosophers understood that human beings naturally crave the approval of the tribe. When you share every thought and every grand plan, you are secretly begging the crowd to validate your existence. You are handing the absolute keys to your happiness over to total strangers. When you overshare, you dilute your personal power. You become completely dependent on external applause to feel good about yourself. The Stoic masters knew that a man who needs applause is nothing more than a slave to his audience. To build an absolute fortress of wealth and peace, you must learn the high art of strategic silence. You must become completely comfortable being entirely misunderstood by the masses. In this video, we are going to explore the 3 specific things a truly wise person absolutely always hides. Number 1. Your grand ambitions and unfinished goals. Every time you set a massive goal to change your life or build your wealth, your first instinct is to tell someone about it. You want to announce your new business plan. You want to tell your friends about your new intense workout routine. You do this because your brain is playing a very cruel psychological trick on you. When you broadcast your goals, your brain releases a chemical reward. You feel the deep satisfaction of success before you have even done a single minute of hard work. You get the congratulations of the crowd just for having an idea. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus warned his students about this exact trap. He taught that sheep do not vomit up their grass to show the shepherd how much they have eaten. Instead, they digest the food in complete silence and they produce wool and milk. You must treat your ambitions the exact same way. If you tell everyone your plans, you immediately lose the hunger required to actually execute them. You drain your own life force just to get a cheap compliment from a friend. Furthermore, the world is full of deeply envious people. When you announce your grand ambitions, you instantly make average people feel very insecure about their own lazy lives. Their natural reaction will be to tear your idea down. They will tell you exactly why your business will fail. They will point out every single obstacle. If your mind is not an absolute iron fortress, their doubts will easily infect your thoughts. You will start to question your own abilities. A wise person works in the absolute dark. They build their empire in total silence. They do not need the world to know what they are doing until the work is already completely finished. When you hide your ambitions, you protect your energy from the negative opinions of the crowd. You keep all the leverage for yourself. Let your massive, undeniable success be the only announcement you ever make. Number 2. Your silent acts of kindness and charity. We live in an era of pure vanity. People will not give a single dollar to a poor person unless they have a camera recording the entire interaction. They want the world to praise them for being generous. They trade their good deeds for social currency. The Stoics viewed this behavior with absolute disgust. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man on earth. He wrote very clearly about this specific flaw in his private diary. He stated that a wise man does a good deed the exact same way a vine produces grapes. The vine does not turn around and demand loud applause from the world for bearing fruit. It simply produces the grapes because that is its nature, and then it moves on to the next season. When you help someone and immediately demand recognition, you completely destroy the virtue of the act. You are no longer practicing kindness. You are simply practicing public relations. Why is it so vital to hide your good deeds? Because true wealth is not just about hoarding money in a bank account. True wealth is possessing an unshakable character. When you do something good and tell absolutely no one about it, you build immense internal respect. You prove to yourself that your moral compass does not depend on an audience. This builds a quiet, dangerous kind of self-confidence. You know exactly who you are in the dark. When you stop seeking credit for every good thing you do, something magical happens to your personal presence. People start to trust you on a very deep, primal level. They can sense that you are not operating out of a desperate need for attention. In the world of business and wealth creation, trust is the ultimate multiplier. High-value individuals are drawn to quiet integrity. Hide your charity. Help people in the shadows. The pure strength it adds to your soul is worth infinitely more than 1 million likes on the internet. Number 3. Your deepest grievances and resentments. Those were the first 2 secrets, and they protect your daily actions from the crowd. But those are just the basics. Now we get into the dangerous territory of the mind. The final thing a wise person always hides is the pain of their own anger. Modern society aggressively encourages you to vent your frustrations. If someone wrongs you, you are told to complain loudly, to seek sympathy, and to let your anger out. They say holding it in is incredibly unhealthy. The great Stoic Seneca entirely disagreed with this modern therapy. He wrote an entire book on anger, and he stated that venting does not release the fire. Venting is just adding more wood to the fire. The goal is not to express the anger. The goal is to deeply examine the judgment that caused the anger in the first place. When you constantly broadcast your grievances, you are doing 2 very destructive things to your own success. First, you are constantly rehearsing your own misery. Every time you tell the dramatic story of how someone betrayed you, your brain relives the exact same stress. You voluntarily become a victim over and over again. Second, and much more dangerously, you are showing the entire world exactly where you are weak. When you complain about what bothers you, you hand your enemies a detailed map of your emotional triggers. You tell them exactly what words and actions are required to break your focus. A truly powerful person absolutely never reveals what hurts them. If a business partner cheats you, you do not throw a public temper tantrum. You quietly cut them out of your life, and you immediately move forward. You absorb the expensive lesson in total silence. Marcus Aurelius faced constant betrayal from his own generals and family members. Yet he did not write angry letters to the public. He wrote in his diary that the best revenge is simply to not be like your enemy. When you hide your resentments, you completely deny your enemies the satisfaction of knowing they caused you pain. You starve their ego while protecting your own peace of mind. Your emotional control becomes an impenetrable shield. When people realize they cannot provoke you, they will eventually stop trying. You preserve all your mental energy to focus entirely on building your wealth and your supreme success. To be truly wise in a noisy world is a rebellious act. You must stop trading your privacy for the cheap validation of the crowd. Hide your grand ambitions so they can grow in the dark without the poison of envy. Hide your good deeds so your character remains pure and untouched by vanity. Hide your grievances so your enemies never learn how to control your emotions. When you master the art of hiding these 3 things, you stop leaking your life force. You become a deep, quiet ocean. The surface may appear completely calm, but the undercurrent is incredibly powerful and impossible to move. If you found value in these ancient rules of silence, you are already ahead of the loud majority. Prove your commitment to this philosophy by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel right now. Tell me in the comments below which of these 3 things you are going to start keeping completely private today. Keep building your mind in silence, and the world will have no choice but to respect your power.